indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Untouched flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one indivisible.
All right, I'm wearing my mask for your protection. If I have it, I won't give it to you from my breath. So that's why I'm wearing a mask.
You in that good shape?
I'm in pretty good shape. All right, so at this time, any person with business, I can't read it without my glasses. At this time, any person with business before the court not scheduled on the agenda may speak to the court. No formal action could be taken on these items. At this meeting, each speaker will be limited to 3 minutes. Anything? All right, there's nobody else.
Yeah.
It's taking some getting used to. Got through all the millings? Okay. Did we find out any more on that grant application if that,
I honestly have not looked at it.
Yeah.
I've been busy on FEMA.
I understand. I hadn't had an opportunity to look at it either. There's a company that has contacted us saying that the way they put it, seems like they're saying that we're required to have an intermediary, somebody to work the grant for us. I don't know how accurate that is, so we're gonna get more information. May 27th is the deadline to apply for the grant, so I'll have an answer next meeting for sure on that, so.
We have an intermediary,
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Angela.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Didn't Jason come up with one
Yes,
that said that would help?
Yes.
Yes, but the TxDOT one, if it's like the one that we did for the Cedars grants and stuff, I mean, I'm already familiar with the process and the way of doing it, but I haven't been able to, haven't had time to email anybody about it. I was gonna email Christy, even though she doesn't do that section anymore, she
Mhm.
can tell me who I need to talk to
sure.
for that.
Okay. Anything else on their precinct? Okay. All right, so Melody is not here. She has been told to stay home. She does not have COVID. Don't think that she does. She has been quarantined though, just for her protection. So she's not here. We're gonna table this public hearing for now until she's able to come back. So, we'll go ahead and consider 2020 engagement letter with Connolly and Company LLP. Somehow I ended up with this one. So this is basically the same thing that we've done.
Yes, it's just for the audit. We have to do it twice a year. One's for the county audit, one's for the probation or the state grant audits, which is probation. And that's all it is. It's just the engagement letter with Connolly and Company.
I'd like a motion to approve the engagement letter.
Second.
All in favor? All right, thank you. Court to discuss and consider extending, continuing, or renewing the declaration of disaster for Scurry County executed on March 16, 2020, and extended on March 23, 2020 for a period of no more than 30 days pursuant to Texas Government Code 418.108. So this is different than the stay home order, which we did. And this is just extending, this is the disaster declaration. So I would like to continue that through May 14th, give it another 30 days on that, so that, because I don't think we've gotten to the hard part yet. So that's my thinking on there is just so we're covered for FEMA. And like I said, it's separate from the stay home order. It's different.
So you want to do it through May 14th?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is the disaster declaration. This does not affect the stay home order. The stay home order is completely different. So you had some.
Would this be a good time for me to bring up what I wanted to bring up?
Yeah, you're wanting the golf course?
Yeah, I want to talk about the golf course.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Is this all right?
let's finish this and we'll go back to inter-precinct projects and
Okay,
kind of discuss it under that.
Suit me? Okay.
All right. But yeah, this is the, disaster declaration.
Yeah.
So,
Make a motion to extend it to May 14th.
Second.
all in favor? All right, so that's gonna be extended. Okay, and I'll probably need to change the name on, take Melon's name off of that. Didn't do that, I forgot to do that. Okay, let's go back to inter-precinct projects and discuss, the golf course bit.
Okay, I'm gonna have to bring this up just a little bit, 'cause I can't catch all my air and talk at the same time. I've been approached by, some people that play golf.
Mhm.
And I know that's a pretty touchy subject, but I feel like, people's people, and their needs are their needs, and I'm part of that.
Mhm.
And, but what they would like to do, and they've got plenty of rules, they would be, 1, 2, cart. And if a fella ain't got a cart or don't wanna purchase one, rent one, whatever you call it, he can walk if he wants to play. Even though it's 6 foot, that would go with the golf carts and all. You can't just drive right up there and bundle up. They're wanting to play something they've come up with that you stick a rubber deal in that pocket, if that's what that thing is. And you'll never touch nobody else's ball. It'll hit that deal, bounce back. If you've hit it and others went around it, well, you've won the hole, I guess. I don't know. Well,
Sure,
it's not my deal.
right.
And I tried to, and I didn't bring it, but I couldn't pull it up here. Jeremy had me fixed where I could pull up on this deal. But anyway, the governor, and I didn't know who them other two people are, and they done it at Dallas, where a golf course at Dallas
Mhm.
is where they signed their little deal and everything and called it essential.
Mhm.
Well, now there is folks that don't agree with it being essential. But if Pop Kid was here, I would suggest that he would say it's dead burn essential,
Sure.
because he wasn't gonna vote for me until I crossed my heart that you'll leave that golf course alone.
Right.
So, and you know, in my opinion, if I had to sit in that house out here and this room down here is beginning to close in on me enough,
Mhm.
I know how they feel. And if for some reason, I don't want to call it cold hearted because I don't think it is,
Mhm.
but if we can't try to fit some of folks' needs in, if nobody's carted out there in the 2 buildings that they go in to buy their eats and groceries, I feel like if they was going to get it, they'd get it there. Because, and now I will, I said something about Walmart last time. My wife went out there and she said they got you coming in, you sick them off down yonder 2 miles,
Right.
and you go that way.
Yeah.
So there's ways to do this. Now then, is everybody going to cooperate? No, I'm not a fool.
Mhm.
But the road they come in on, same road they can go out on. And I think people need to keep from getting sick. You don't need to be feeling sorry for yourself or nothing to do but walk out that door and come around the house and go back in the back door. So I just I think if it's done right, and I think they will do it right. Maybe I've got too much
Yeah,
faith in them, I don't know.
right. Well, after we talked yesterday, I did go look, and, the governor did say that they are allowed. But he's leaving it up to local, jurisdictions to make that determination. One thing I saw was, like Big Spring. The Big Spring Golf Course, they closed their municipal golf course. The other golf courses were closed. What they found, the reason they did that is what they found that the Midland Odessa golf courses were closed, and they were having a lot of people from Midland Odessa come over and play golf at their
Yeah.
golf course.
Yeah.
That was my major concern there. So,
Well, excuse me,
yeah, no, go ahead.
that could easily be dealt. I mean, it made a statement in there. Now, they ain't, but one person needs to be in that little hut there they got. But they have to sign in.
Mhm.
And you can have a deal there that if you're not a member,
Right.
members only.
Mhm.
You know, that can be fixed off
Yeah,
easy.
there's some things that we can look at. So any thoughts from?
I was reading, Tarrant County's, declaration. They are allowing
Okay.
that, I mean, if they're gonna, anybody's gonna have trouble, then those larger cities like
Right.
that certainly are. So I don't have a problem with it.
Okay.
Done in the right way.
Right. That's the key. It would have to be done in the right way.
Hey, I'm
And-
for rules on the thing.
Right.
And like I say, I don't play,
Mhm.
but, you know, it's just, if we don't watch it, summer's gonna be over and it ain't
Yeah.
even started.
Right.
And, I think it'd be better for some of them to get out of the house
Sure.
and, holler at one another, call them nasty names, whatever, you know,
Yeah.
and, but I think, that if they don't go by the rules,
Mhm.
they're out the door. And,
It's kind of funny you bring that up, Craig, because Neil from CRMWD talking about the lake out
Mhm.
here.
Yeah.
Because Tom Green County closed all their lakes,
Really.
yes. And he was asking about what
Mhm.
his management is wanting them to come up with a plan, so I called Dana.
Mhm.
And I agree with him. I think closing a lake, and this has nothing to do with the golf course, but it does. You gotta give people something to do.
Right.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Because it's just like Craig said, you know, we're going on, well, we're gonna have it down till April 21st at minimum.
Yeah.
And done right. I don't see a problem with it. Other than what is, and I'm just trying to look at the entire picture,
Mhm.
you know, we can't go to town and eat.
Mhm.
And this is just
Sure.
a point that I want everybody to see. I think you're gonna get pushback from that. I don't have a problem with it, Craig. I don't, no more than I do the lake.
Right.
But there's gonna be pushback.
well, you're right, somebody's gonna find something wrong with anything you do.
You're right.
But the thing about it, they can still go get something, whatever they wanted to order in there, they can still go get it in Kurt's house. Now, they may not like to look at her, and she might not like to look at him that day, because they've been in a fight, because they've been in a damn house all day long. But, you know, there's ways to get around everything. And at the same time you're getting around everything, before you turn it loose, you ought to have input about lots of folks to think, well, can we do this? No, we can't do that right there, whatever. And the only way I know to do that, because you can't get them all in, is just make the rules out and say, if you break these rules, hiya until next year, you know.
Well,
And if I would suggest again, this, I think there ought to be just so many people on that course.
mhm.
I think there ought to be a time limit that you can go around so you don't sit there and lollygag.
Mhm.
And then I think you can call and get you that time. And if it's all filled up, you just say, well, put me on tomorrow. Well, if you can't come tomorrow, you just have to wait till your day you can come.
Sure.
Go to the lights. I mean, it's getting warmer now. It'll be a little later, a little later. But you know, it's going to be hard. I say this. There ought to be cans of that. We can buy ice all now. There ought to be cans in there. If they rent that dang deal, it ought to be wrote down. I will spray this thing off. Not let somebody else, Joe the Ragman, come do it. And when you come in there and see, check it out, it's okay. No, you got to redo that counter now.
Yeah, Darla's been keeping everything clean. So.
Well, if she wants to do it or whatever, I mean, I think they ought to have to do part of it. Whether you have to stand there and watch them to do it, I don't know that.
Okay. Well, I'll look at that and I'll probably go ahead and get with Darla and get some rules set up to get that opened up. So I think everybody seems to be in agreement on that. We don't need to vote on that. Yeah, I agree. So I agree with that. So.
Well, thank you all for listening.
Okay, absolutely. Thank you, Craig. All right, let's consider proclaiming April as National Public Education Month. I can read this whole proclamation, but basically this is to educate the public of all ages on the proper use of 911. And, you know, all kids are trained every year at schools and at home, and it's to educate people not to misuse 911. So, and we have great 911 operators here.
You do know that nationally, there have been 911 calls for people running out of toilet paper.
I know, yeah.
But those are adults making those calls, not
Yeah,
children.
it's not the kids.
The children are taught how to use it. The adults need to be taught.
I know it. And we have some great people that take those calls and they do it patiently.
Yeah.
So.
It'd be a whole lot better than it is me.
So, did it do any good when you called?
I know, I have toilet paper. I didn't go do all of that stuff, but I keep a stock of my own at home of all my stuff.
Okay.
And the governor has, I think you all have that, the governor signed a Public Safety Telecommunicators Week proclamation. So, yeah, and then we have a resolution. So, to establish April as National 911 Education Month here in Scurry County.
I so moved, Judge.
All right. All in favor? Okay, very good. Line item transfers and budget amendments.
There's one line item transfer.
Okay.
I should have made it into
Yeah,
an
stay there.
airplane.
I believe I have the original here. No,
I
this
don't
is,
think you
it
do, I
says
do.
copy.
I have the original. It's for senior center, into other equipment, $156.56 out of operating. It says coded to the wrong line. So there's just that one.
Okay. It feels like Monday again, so, yeah. All right, accounts payable.
Are y'all gonna approve that first?
Oh, yeah, we might. Need to.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
All in favor? There's nothing going on around here.
There's no budget amendments. The accounts payable is $1,245,343.81. And I do have to say, with the COVID-19, there is less spending.
I'll make a motion to approve accounts payable.
Second.
All in favor?
I make a motion with adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Second, third,
Need your autograph before you take off.
Your mail.
Are you talking to me?
No, please join.
Okay. And he has the original underneath the bottom of that, accounts payable thing, the
For the-
original of that line
okay.
item
Your
transfer is
mail.
there.
Is that there?
Oh, okay, thank you.
I do need to get that, Conlin Company letter.
Working on it right this moment. I'll bring it to you.
Can you tell me that, accounts payable one more time? 1,245,000,
Craig,
and that's where I'm.
Yeah,
what does that amount say on the front of there? 1,245,000 and what? On the one that you have in your hand right there.
oh. under
Right
here.
there on the top.
It's on the front.
On the very front.
On
Very
the,
front.
Very front. Right there, that. Okay.
Figure it out.
sorry.
1,245,343.81. That one too.
Thank you.
I think I done signed that, so I just appreciate it.
We'll pass it to you
Sorry, I
again so
don't
you
usually
can.
remember once
you know,
it's saved.
or-
Okay.
Did you already sign that one?
Conlon? Yes, ma'am.
Me?
No, him. Do you want me to get it from you now, or you wanna put it in my box?
I will put it in your box.
Okay, that'll work. Thank you.
You're welcome. Let me fix this. and
Okay.
get, I'll get you to sign it.
Okay. So you can bring it back to me, or
Yes, ma'am, I'll bring
Okay.
it to you.
we done?
Yes, ma'am.
John,
All right. You good? That's all you needed.
got a good slide there. Yep.
Judge, can I just take a little snapshot right quick of that line item? Do you have a copy of that?
You can have, well, may have COVID on it, so you may not want it. I'll say you got my copy, but taking a snapshot would be safer.
If we continue to sit like this, we're going to have to make the writing surface bigger.
Okay. Well, mine's got a table. Yeah,
You're special.
I guess so.
All right, thank you.
Judge, I have a question from a church that can they have movie night as long as they stay in their car?
The governor's order says that you can bring services and that includes stuff like that.
Disability.
Also, the order for movie theaters said indoor movie theaters,
Doesn't
so.
say outdoor.
Yeah. Again, thank y'all.
Uh-huh.
Y'all make some folks happy.
Well, it's like me and the CRM WD guy. Honestly, if they want to meet, they're going to.
But hopefully they'll use common.
Well, that's the problem, and everybody ain't common.
That's exactly right.
Some of them's common bred,
Yes, sir.
and, but all they can be told is,
Oh, there's some girl, some 20-year-old girl put on Facebook, I've got COVID-19 and I'm going to spread it to anyone I can. Isn't that stupid? Yes.
that's the reason why the one that's working out there don't mind walking up and telling them, get your butt out
That's
here.
right.
See you next year.
Hello?
If you're really nice.
Yes, it is.
Mama doing all right?
Yes, ma'am, that's correct. I still need an invoice.